Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled "Is Evolution a Dirty Word?" Do we assume that once we talk about the word evolution, it's heresy, and that's it? It cannot be discussed among religious people. So the fact is, it's a little bit complex because evolution can mean a lot of different things. The Gemara in Shabbat, Daf Lamed Aleph, the famous story where people were trying to annoy Hillel and see can they find the trigger that's going to get him angry and upset. And they kept calling, is Hillel there? Is Hillel there? And they kept asking him questions, silly questions, any questions, just to annoy him. One of the questions they asked about certain people, why they have certain kinds of eyes, look in a certain way. And he said, well, they live in an area with a lot of sand and sandstorms. So the eyes now are fashioned in a certain way that the sand doesn't go in the eye. And what about in Africa, certain feet? Certain people have a certain kind of feet different than others. And because of where they live and the way they walk, their feet are that way. So it could be that he's simply saying that they adapt to their surroundings. They evolve. So the word evolving, adapting is not so surprising. Here, just recently, in June 13, 2017, in the Science Times, there's an unbelievable picture of a bunch of goats eating in a tree. They're standing up and eating in a tree. They're standing up on all the branches. So we know they're good mountain climbers, but they can just climb on trees and eat up from the branch of the tree. Says it wasn't always that way. But everywhere they are living, there's hardly any food on the ground in the wintertime. And therefore they've learned, and they've been guided also by the trainers, to go up and literally branch out. So they have evolved. And it could be as generations go on, that will become a natural part of their nature. But that's what they'll do. They'll naturally climb up trees and eat there. So the word evolving can mean adapt. We all adapt. Physically, we can adapt, and those changes in nature may be passed on. But things get sticky with evolution is if you say that we have evolved from animals and we have no souls. We are not qualitatively different than animals. We don't have any neshama. That is nothing to talk about. A person goes in and says that the whole world has evolved and God has nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, there is no God. Then that, of course, is not acceptable. So you have to be a chacham and understand how to look at the term evolution. When it comes to the 15 billion years, that's also, you're going to have to look into that topic. And there are different poskim and different rabbis that have different attitude towards this area. Many say, no, there's nothing more than 5,700 years, and that's it. Any theory that talks about more than that, those amount of years, it's wrong, unacceptable. Others want to say no. The age of the universe is from Adam and on is 5,700. Then before that, we don't have an exact age, so there are different opinions. So we have to approach the topic of evolution as chachamim and understand that there's a lot of aspects to this theory, and we have to understand some of it are heretical. If you maintain there's no God, chas v'shalom. If you maintain that man has no soul, chas v'shalom, that's it, unacceptable. And other points are subject to debate. Shalom.